Okay, good. Hi, good evening, all my friends. Sorry for 3 minutes late because the Wi-Fi or the situation. And I hope that tonight we're going to have a very smooth live stream. Okay, so before the meditation, I would like to share with you the experience I had this afternoon. I was invited by Professor Lori Meek. She invited me to come guest lecture for her class on Buddhism. And we talk about Platform Sutra through Zoom, Z-O-O-M, kind of a conference called. And she had 58 students. So that was my first time to use Zoom to lecture to a class. It's all high tech. It's very interesting, you know. So it's my first time experience, and we also invite their student come to join our live streaming meditation, you know, class here. Okay, so this is our 10 days for meditation, and I have told you that I plan to do this for like 30 days. So I will very automatically to introduce the skill and techniques for meditation, and so also for the Dharma talk as well. So let's begin today's meditation. Okay, as I always mention that when we come to meditation, the body, breath, and mind. So for the body, we use this tradition technique. It's called vipassana, 7 factors. 毗卢七支, you know, but I rearrange from the top. The first one, make sure that you closed either on the floor or on your thighs. And the secondly, your back upright. And then you can circle clockwise or counterclockwise to make sure that you sit stable and also loosen up. Secondly, put your hands on your thighs, the thumbs slightly touched, and open up your shoulder, put it down. Pour in horizontally, and your tip of your tongue slightly touched behind the upper teeth, and eye closed. Now your body prepared, or say that you have a always make sure that you sit on a hard floor not a sofa. Okay, and always have a cushion. Sit on the cushion. So that means you need to, you always have a cushion, or at least make sure your hips is higher than your knees, your legs. Now, the second, breathing. We have told you about skills, including breathing in, breathing out, and then following the breathing. If you are the first time for this class, I suggest you to go back to last week. We spent a lot of time, almost every day, about this breathing skill. So I will not repeat details. So always make sure your mind right now is on your nostrils, your nose. And even before you do vipassana meditation, inside meditation, always do the breathing in, breathing out first to calm down your mind and bring your focus on your You are aware about you breathing in and you breathing out. And your focus, your attention is on your nostril. Now you feel like you live with your breathing. And you also feel aware of the length of your breath. And the air you're breathing in is full of your body. Now I'm going to leading you to vipassana. Scan the sensation on the part of your body. And we will do it in order from the top to the bottom and right to the left. And each you go through, just be aware, observe the sensation in your body. Kind of a test that area, the sensation. What kind of sensation? Pain, sore, numb, tickling, heavy, cold, or hot. So later I'm just going to through each part of the body from the top to the bottom to the left. And I will not mention about the sensation, but you just have to raise the awareness. And after you scan the whole body, you should feel the warmth, the heat in your body. Sometimes you even feel you are sweating. and the functions in your body, like the muscle tickling, or you feel the blood pouring. So all the sensation in your body, all the function in your body suddenly amplified, and you feel all the function in your body. Okay, let's do it. Now from the top of your skull, the center, the top of your skull, bring all your focus, attention in that area and test the sensation. Now move to extend it to the top of a skull, your head. It's a heavy sword. Now the whole head. Now to your eyebrow. Your forehead, right eyebrow. Right eye. To the left eyebrow. And left eye. Focus on that area. Right cheek, your face. To the left cheek. Now area. Then what is the sensation on your whole face? Cold, tickling, heavy? Which part of your face sensation especially strong? Maybe your eyes, maybe your forehead. Now move to the back, neck. Front neck, your throat, to your right shoulder, your right upper arm, elbow, lower arm, your right hand, first thumb, second finger, index, the third finger, middle finger, the fourth finger, ring finger, and the fifth one, pinky. What is the sensation on your right hand? Your whole arms, right hand should feel warm. Now let's move to the left shoulder. Left upper arm, elbow, lower arm, left hand, first finger, second, third finger, the fourth finger, the fifth finger, now move to your front torso, chest, you are aware of your breathing and your heart pounding. And to your belly. Now let's move to your back. Tight, heavy, sore. To your waist. Now move right hip, what is the sensation when the hip against the cushion? What is the sensation of pressed? Right thigh, right knee, and right leg. And right foot. Your right foot, the first toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe of your right foot. Now move to left thigh, left knee, left leg, left foot, first toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth. After you scan the whole body sensation, part by part, you will feel warm, the heat in your body. The second you will scan and test, there was some part of a sensation even stronger. Like, just like I have the coughing. Don't worry, that is not virus. It just dry and become itching. The sensation part, in the throat, it become very strong action. Now maybe either do it reversely from the bottom to the top, from the left to right. Yourself. Scan back your body. If you have a time, you should do it back and forth. You should spend the whole evening meditation just exercise this skill. And you will even feel you sweating now. Feel hot, warm, hot, and sweating. if you continue and persistently to do these body sensations meditation, vipassana, you will experience you look inside your body and all the functions in your body amplified. Means you were so subtle, you were not aware of it. But right now, because you practice the vipassana meditation, and you look inside, suddenly you can experience the subtlety of your body function, like the muscle tickling, the blood flowing, the body is another universe by itself. Because we are in this pandemic of coronavirus, so every time at the end of a meditation, I would like to add the loving kindness metta meditation. So we will send our loving prayer to ourselves and to the people we know or unknown, to the people in this whole world. You can silently recite with me and share the same prayer. May I be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, well and healthy. May my spouse, partner, and children be free from the infection of coronavirus and disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my parents and siblings, brothers and sisters be free from the infection of a coronavirus, disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my teachers and my students free from infection of a coronavirus and other disease, and free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all my friends and neighbors be free from infection of coronavirus, other disease, free from suffering, be well and healthy. May people in this country free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the people in this world free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. All the sentient beings in this world free from suffering and be well. May all the doctors and nurses, all the medical personnel, free from infection of coronavirus, other disease, and free from suffering, be well and healthy. We thank you for their effort and willingness to risk their life and to save others. Politicians free from the effect of coronavirus and other disease, free from greed, hatred, and ignorance, and free from suffering, and to be well and healthy. We wish they would make a wise decision and peaceful measure to create a society and solve the suffering. All the people die from the infection, coronavirus, will rest in peace and get the rebirth in a better realm. May all the people who are infected with coronavirus will get a rapid recovery. Now you can send particular loving kindness prayer to the individual you specially would like to them. Now wrapping your hands, cover your eyes, massage your forehead, your head, scalp, ears, and your back, neck, shoulder, arms, back, waist, back, and thigh, and legs, and feet. You can open your eyes now. Quite a few people, they respond to say that they would like to hear more about the Dharma. So today I want to kind of spend more time and continue what we have been, talking about, that the Buddhist teaching for contemplation, 四念处. It literally means contemplate body is impure. contemplate the sensation suffering. To contemplate the mind is impermanence. To contemplate the old dharmas are non-self. 有四念处：观身不净，观受，观心无常，观法无我。So besides this kind of a mechanical meditation, body, but in Buddhism, talking about everyday our life, we see, we observe the world, are all called meditation, called contemplation. So 2 days we have been covered that the first one, body is not always perfect, because if you really look at it, every day we have to take a shower because our body gets dirty. And Buddhism is special for practitioner. We look at the body also, have all this excretion, blood, tears. So the body is not always clean and perfect. Not only your body, but also other people's body, okay? So it's kind of to reduce our lust and desire and to see the nature of our body. Secondly, we talk about the sensation. Of course, sensation have a pleasant sensation, happiness, joy, and also have an unpleasant, through our eye, ears, nose, tongue, or even the body. Reason in Buddhism call all the sensation are suffering. It means because it changed. Even though we enjoy the good food, but after we full, we just don't feel it's that delicious anymore. So as to all kinds of sense organ. So that's called suffering, because even for the pleasure we receive from our sense organ, it's very temporary, very short term. Today we would like to focus more on the third one. Is called the mind is impermanent. Well, when we talk about impermanence, is because in this world always change. So we look at the wood, we look at the steel, you think, oh well, we don't see any movement. It's because we use our naked eyes. But if you use a microscope, or even you get into so-called atom, the electron, electron, then you will find indeed we call all the elements are changing and moving. So everything in our world keep it, especially our mind. Mind changes so quickly, because in Buddhism, when we talk about the thought, it's even in our fingers, it was so many seconds, so many thoughts pass by. So the thought it changed a lot. So then, what does kind of a lesson for life? Basically, just say, don't cling it to think that the happy life is going to last forever. We look right now, this pandemic, it has changed. The year of 2020, it's going to change the whole world. Probably nobody expected, what will happen, even there are some kind of prediction. But nobody can anticipate to this kind of a scale. And we are with the Buddhist philosophy, come to this situation. The first one, we tell our the life is impermanent. Okay, so always change. So then you know what? You will not be panicked. You basically just accept it. Yes, life has been changed. Okay, it's going to be neither to bad. You have this kind of preparation and to accept, things is going to change. But you also kind of with this kind of a more neutral way, things always change. It has a good and bad as well, and it's depend on how you handle it. Yeah. So the teaching of impermanence is not bad at all. Indeed, it's more like a good immune system for you when you encounter the suddenly changed the world. Okay. And so, do you know what? We are suffering. We suffered because we have attachment. We have the fear of losing something. And usually, is when we have a good life, have a good situation, we have a good relationship, we have a good career, we have a very secure money situation, and we have a very good, healthy body. We don't want it changed. But unfortunately, that, body change, become old or become sick, and financially sometimes may not be secured. Relationship, especially, I think many people feel very painful come from relationship because it changed. So frankly, as a Buddhist nun, sometimes when people take a vow and then say, okay, this is going to last forever. Being a Buddhist teacher, frankly, I don't want to say that. I would say, hey, please anticipate. Things is going to change. The relationship is going to change. Of course, it can be change even better. It's not always say like it's going to change into the bad way. But what I'm trying to say is, the marriage life is not every day like a honeymoon day. You cannot become a more like a responsible life. That means maybe you move from mothers and into parents, and the way you bond to each other is your responsibility. And it's we call 亲情. It's really the someone you like to put your trust, and the kids have a biological connection with you. So the relation, we call 亲情 and 爱情, So the 亲情 is more like now you are family relationship, and not fall in love. It's changed. And this family relationship, husband and wife, are even more important than just girlfriend and boyfriend. So things will change, but you want to create even a better relationship. So now come back to the mind is impermanent. And so in Buddhism, not just these 4 kinds of contemplation, and in Buddhism we'll talk about 5 kinds of stop, your mind. So in Chinese case, 五停心观, 五 means 5, 停 means stop, 心 means, the mind. 5 methods. Stop, the mind. What does it mean stop? Literally means to calm down your mind. To stop this kind of monkey and horse. In Chinese we call 心猿意马. The mind is like a monkey jumping around, and the thought is like the horse running very faster. And if you want to attain the dhyana concentration, you need to have a certain way to stop this running, thought, and attain the dhyana concentration. And then we already talked about it. Well, let me put it this way. Because the reason we bring the stuff because we have a greed and hatred and ignorance, And so let's talk about the first 3 one. The first 3 one, to deal with the greed. In Buddhism, say, hey, let's contemplate on the body. Okay, the body is impure, and then also your sensation is always very present. And how can you develop the greed, the desire? I just want to say that recently I keep talking about, people about the food may not be enough. So people were hoarding a lot of, papers and canned food and food. We cannot survive just, by ourselves if everybody died. If all the, doctors and nurses, not exist, you cannot exist. You cannot survive either. Okay? So nobody can survive by themselves. So we need to have that kind of a community's idea that we all live together. Take what you need, not what you want. Okay, greed. So come from, the impurity and the sensation, and to deal with the hatred, aversion, it to develop the metta, compassion, loving kindness, and to deal with delusion, to develop, understand that we are all interconnected, affect each other. And this is what we call the interdependent origination. And I will expound this idea more. And the fourth one is focus on how to stop the mind is through the breathing. Especially if you have a very distracted, mind. And the fifth one is contemplation on the Buddha. That means that you visualize the enlightenment, status, like how literally means chanting the Buddha. But I think it should be really you leading yourself to the status of enlightenment. Okay, so come back to what I mean about, to stop monkey-like mind. And of course, the monkey mind, because we have a desire, we have anger, we have an ignorance. And so the Buddhism, the way to deal with all this kind of attachment, you have to contemplate the nature of body and the nature of our desire. And the hatred, you have to develop more contemplate other people, more like a positive soul. And the reason you have to contemplate on other people, because we are all living interconnected. We are all living interdependent. And who will think there was a virus spread in China, now affect to all over the world now. So we are really, all connected together. We call it globalized world. Okay. So the Buddhist teaching is very systematic, and I want to say one more, that to overcome the difficulty in our life, you just close eyes and just breathing in, breathing out. You need to develop I always say life philosophy, a good value for our life. And so, I will continue to share with all these, Okay, today, I know we take more time because at the beginning, I think that I had difficult with the Wi-Fi. And now it's 8:55. And I will see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, same here. Thank you. Good night.